They have Duchenne.
Even though they have a disease that to you or me just would devastate us, they seem to live each day with so much emotion and so much spirit.
Even though he's 6, he just knows, I think. He just has this overall sense that he wants to make today count.
Sej is the most enthusiastic boy that I know. When he was 8, he said that if FDR can run the country in a wheelchair, who can stop me?
Just a mother knows when something's not quite right, and I always had that suspicion.
I started to see symptoms in Sej at a very young age, actually.
He was not even a year old, and we noticed some delay in his ability to sit up straight or crawl.
Actually, the first 6 months of Dylan's life, I knew something wasn't quite right because he wasn't turning over.
The nurse suggested to Vicky, my wife, that we should have him checked out for muscular dystrophy.
Well, it was probably the hardest thing I ever had to hear. I mean, just the sound of a diagnosis like that about your child.
The moment I read the description of Duchenne and what the common symptoms are, trouble getting off the floor, enlarged calves, trouble going upstairs, I said, that's Dylan. I knew it.
It's absolutely the hardest thing in the world to think that, okay, my son was that 1 in 3,500 boys to get this.
I had never heard of it. You know, no one in my family ever had Duchenne. I never knew anyone with Duchenne.
It's because the children are missing a key protein that sort of stabilizes the structure of their muscle. And so their muscles become very fragile when the protein is called dystrophin. When this protein dystrophin is missing, their muscles are very easily damaged. You can imagine it's as if walking across the room for one of these Duchenne boys is tantamount to maybe running a few miles for you and me in terms of the amount of damage it does to their muscles.
When we first learned about this diagnosis, we didn't know which way was north, and PPMD was our compass.
Parent Project Muscular Dystrophy is a community of parents, because parents will do anything to save their children.
I think of myself as a part of PPMD. It's a strategic coalition of the number of parents around the world who want to choose to get involved and join this race and fight to end Duchenne.
We accelerate research. We raise our voices in Washington. We demand that all young boys and men have access to optimal care, and we educate the global community about Duchenne.
Duchenne today is not what it was 25 years ago or even 10 years ago. Our boys have a real shot at living a very good quality of life.
There are more experimental drugs now than ever before, but they're just slightly out of our grasp.
We've gone from, having no therapies to having, in some sense, an abundance of targets and possible therapeutics. It's an exciting time to be involved. At the same time, I'm frustrated as the parents are that it just can't happen so much faster once you know what to do.
There's only one way out of this. We got to pool resources together. We've got to join hands to end Duchenne.
We have a chance to save this generation of boys.
I'm going to do every single thing in my power to change the predicted future of this disease.
Let's do something about it, because something can be done about it.